Good evening, everybody. As the little timer to my side there says, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes. If you can put in the comments a variety of suggestions. You see our ticker here. So some made-up story titles, some relationships, unusual crimes, celebrity people, locations. You can read there, but put as many in there as you feel you want to. You don't need to limit yourself to one or any one topic. So put a bunch in there. We'll use them throughout the night. See you in about a minute and 47 seconds. The show. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday night for the show at home. We are going to do an improvised show for you based on your suggestions that you are putting in the comments right now. And if you haven't, put it in the comments right now. What's wrong with you? Don't delay. Don't delay. All those things that they're saying there, put them in the comments. We'll use them throughout the night. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's welcome our improvisers, starting with Wes. Hello, Wes.
Hey, what is up?
Jason, come on in.
Hey, what's up?
Heather, you too.
Hey, from me as well.
Jamie.
Hey.
And one more hey from Azim.
There you go.
I'm trying. I was trying. I kept clicking the button.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Well, hey to all of you.
How long did we rehearse that?
Too long.
We did that 7 times today. 7 times we get that right. All right. So let's jump right into our first piece, which is going to be an improvised story. So I'm going to jump into the comments to get a title of a story that we've never been told. We're going to tell several chapters of this story. I'm going to toggle through our players. They're going to tell the story, and then I will switch between them. They'll pick up the last word, sentence, syllable, whatever they are at. So here we go. From Kay Berg, our title of our story is Good Night Nurse. Good Night Nurse. So let's start at the start with Good Night Nurse.
Samuel loved a lullaby, and so when his nurse would sing him one at night, he would say to her, "Good night, nurse." Oh, but the lullaby...
This night was a little bit scary. The nurse said something like, "There's a pumpkin in a pumpkin patch, and inside the pumpkin there lived 4 pumpkin people."
And he immediately began very worried about the state of the pumpkin people. Could they breathe in the pumpkin? What was their life like in the pumpkin? Did they have jobs? Did they have insurance in the pumpkin? Now he couldn't sleep. Usually, as soon as his nurse started
to read him his lullaby, he went right off to sleep. But it was 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. He decided to go out and find the pumpkin people. That was the only thing he could do at this time of night. He
climbed out the window and he went down the building. He was on the 15th floor and he climbed down all 15 floors and he got on the bus
to his own place there he was going. Samuel said to himself, you know what? I bet
when I get there, they're going to take me in as one of their own. How often does a little boy find the...
There you go. They're going to take him in. We're going to find out what happens to our hero. Moving ahead, if this was a 30-chapter story, we're going to move somewhere in the middle, like chapter 16. Chapter 16, Good Night Nurse. Here we go.
The nurse had done well convincing Samuel to go off into the wilderness. She didn't have to take care of him anymore. He was getting annoying to the nurse. The nurse wanted
nothing but a little bit of peace and quiet. She wished someone could sing her a lullaby to help her go to sleep, but instead there was nothing but paperwork and insurance and patients who needed something from her all the time. She fixed
everything for everyone, and all she wanted was a damn cigarette at the end of the day to make things a little nicer. But did she ever get it? Well, now she
was stressed and she was unhappy. Just then there was a knock at the door. Who was there? It was Samuel.
Hello, nurse. I bet you never thought you'd see me again. It's Samuel. I'm 15
years old. And I went to the pumpkin patch and there wasn't any
pumpkins there, but I made myself a home anyway. I made it out of vines and leaves and hope
of a better life. And I'm here today, nurse, because in all my time in the pumpkin patch, you haven't left my thoughts for even 15 minutes. Samuel got down on one knee, and from his pocket, he pulled out a tiny ring box.
And he said, come join me in the pumpkin kingdom, and you will be my pumpkin queen.
Yes. Pumpkin queen. So let's jump ahead to the end of our story. I'm going to switch things up. We're going to do this in the genre of Western. So this is now a Western tale, and we're going to finish up this story. Here we go.
Time goes by slow out on the prairie, and although Samuel said he was 15, he was 18 before you knew it, and marriage was a totally
bigger deal than he had been prepared to take on. But now as the dust rolled past his window, his pregnant wife, the nurse who had no name, she was
only a few years older than him anyway, but she was heavy with child, and it was about to be time for her to deliver. So
he made the bed for the baby. He made the baby delivery bed.
And he got the hay and he piled it up, for that was how you delivered babies on the farm. He opened the barn doors
and looked inside for the first time since they had joined the pumpkin community. And there, hidden inside that barn, were so many different medical devices that Samuel had been
looking for his wife's whole pregnancy. Why, there's a bed with stirrups.
There's some horses he could put
stirrups on, but also there was a vine that looked like a pumpkin vine coming up from the sky. He had to make a decision. Was he going to stay with the
nurse, or was he going to go see what was in this new vine adventure up in the sky? And of course, Samuel jumped
onto that beanstalk and he climbed all the way up into the sky. Never again to be seen was that Samuel Jack Beanstalk in those parts, but his nurse, his wife, heavy with child, delivered that child alone, with no one to help her and no one to boil any water for the babe. Still Oh, that's just how that went. That's exactly right. For this next piece, I'm going to need
oh boy,
Azim and Jamie, that's exactly right. So for this next piece, what is going to happen is I'm going to go into the chat and I'm going to pull a first line of dialogue for that scene and a last line of dialogue that Jamie and Azim will have to incorporate. So they'll know where they're starting. They'll know where they're ending, but how they get there is completely up to them. So let's see, guys, your opening line is going to be, "The baby wore blue." The baby wore blue is going to be your opening line of dialogue. And your last line is going to be hat robbery. Hat robbery. So your opening line will be "The baby wore blue," ending with hat robbery. And finally, to get you guys started, another suggestion to inspire your scene, and it's going to be Beaver Pond. Beaver Pond. And
The baby wore blue?
That's right, Detective Charles. The baby wore blue.
There doesn't seem to be any blue around here. Just this dam.
The baby wore blue. It was a onesie. It had Ryan Reynolds on it. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I mean, my kid has the same one, so I'm familiar with it. I just I'm looking around and I just see I see a lot of water. I see some sticks piled up on themselves and some mud stuck in the things, but no onesies. Listen,
Kavanaugh.
Detective. What?
Kavanaugh. How long have I been superior officer?
Well,
5 years, Kavanaugh. 5 years. I'm answering my own question.
Okay, I was getting there, Bailey. God.
It's pretty clear to me we need to go into that beaver pond to look for a small child.
Jeez, Bailey. This is not what I signed up for on this case. Okay, I was really just looking to get involved with finding the clothing. I just want to get the clothing.
Well, me too. I mean, I do want to see that Ryan Reynolds onesie, but let me break it down for you. We've been partners for 5 years, and I want you to rescue a child. I've rescued 73 children, and there's nothing that feels better than rescuing a child with your bare hands. That's what I want for you.
Okay, listen, Chief Bailey, all I am saying is that if we are the apparel division of the police, why are we looking at actual children? What I don't want that.
You need the flippers to go in. I've got the whole bag. I'm really pretty much going to make you do this. Put the flippers on.
Okay, I'll get the flippers on.
I've got... Here, let me see. Yeah, they're fine. Put these on.
Okay, just stick them on. There we go. Oh, thank you. All right. Oh.
Here's the snorkel.
What, did you just blow in my snorkel? That's not
I had to get the spit out from the last person.
Oh, God. Oh, okay.
Go ahead and take it.
Maybe I'll just hang on to this. Listen, Detective Bailey, I know you're trying to help, and I really want to be a good detective, and I really want to excel in the apparel division. I'm just wondering if, strictly speaking, me getting in the Beaver Pond is even necessary.
Look, you've got what it takes. I literally love you as a partner. Nothing more. As a partner. When it was your first anniversary on the force, I got you a pepperoni pizza when everyone else got you donuts. I went to talk to your wife when she kicked you out. When you had your first child, who said that child's not bad looking? It was me. You know,
right.
You're gonna have to work yourself up. All these small crimes, chewing gum robberies.
I pictured myself at a different place in my career than I am right now, Chief. And I joined the apparel division because I feel really passionate about reuniting people with their clothes. Like, that's what I'm good at.
All right. I love you as a partner.
Thank
so I'm going to go in that beaver pond myself. Why don't you go and start working on that hat robbery?
Wowza. All right, everybody. For our next piece, you are going to see an interrogation. Jamie, our dear Jamie, she's going to get interrogated. She committed a crime, and we're gonna come up with that crime, the weapon she committed it with, and her celebrity accomplice. So Jamie is going to go ahead and cover her eyes, and perfect. And we are going to come up with her details. All right, so for her crime, we are going to say that she did this. This is her crime. Everybody got it? Give me a thumbs up. Good. Excellent. This is her crime. Great. And then the next thing we need is a weapon. And I'm going to go ahead. Let's see here. I think I saw something earlier. I'm going to say this. This is her weapon. This is the weapon. Got it? Good, good, good. Excellent. And then the last thing we need is a celebrity accomplice. And I think I saw one earlier. Let me grab that real quick. Ah, yes, here we go. This is her celebrity accomplice, everybody. So we've got those three things. Jamie's going to have to guess them with the help of our fellow improvisers, Heather and Steve. And without any further ado, I present to you an interrogation.
Jessica, thank you for joining us here in the camp office. We just have a couple things we want to talk about. We're having some issues.
We want camp to be fun for all the campers, okay?
Fun for me. I love it.
Well, good. We're happy to hear that. You know, Camp Sunshine runs on good reviews and low tuition fees that we charge your parents.
Okay.
But Jessica, we needed to talk to you a little bit. I know that you've been wanting to communicate with your parents at home. That's understandable. It's your first time at sleepaway camp.
It's only natural to write back to home. People want to have that bond with their families.
You were having your own hello mutta, hello fada, and you were writing it down in a compact little situation. You know what I mean? It all fit on there. I was surprised by how much you could get on there. But
I have tiny handwriting. Okay.
We saw because they sent it back. Okay.
What?
It's a
They
service.
sent it back.
And it's not a business, but it's a service, and they do require that things are paid for in the proper way.
What? Did I not put enough stamps on it?
Well, you put a stamp, but I don't know who you thought you were fooling with it.
They were not fooled. The USPS requires truthfulness at every step.
Well, listen. I put my whole heart and soul in that. Like I miss my parents. I like my parents, and I just wanted to let them know what I'm going through here, and it's very hard. And I thought that it would be okay to send, the sausage through the mail.
You thought you could send. So we didn't even know about that. So we're going to have to look into that as well. No, we know what you wrote. I mean, we know what you wrote. I have it right here, and there's no outer envelope, so I can just turn it over and I can read exactly what you wrote. But the question that I have is this stamp here. Did you make that in arts and crafts?
Yeah, I don't think USPS issued butt stamps. They didn't issue butt stamps.
This is obscene and not real.
Okay, but I thought that if I just sat on the copy machine and shrunk it down really small, that it would fit, and then nobody would look at it too closely.
But weren't you concerned that you didn't pay for it, that it was a fake version of a thing that one pays for? Mm-hmm. It's a stamp. It is a stamp that you didn't pay for. It is not real. It is not legal tender.
Listen, I counterfeited a stamp, okay? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I counterfeited a stamp. I didn't know how else. I'm 9 years old. I don't know anything about the post office, all right?
Okay, you know what? Can you just for a second, because the grown-ups need to talk, just for a second. Can you just no, I'm sorry. That's so triggering. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. We shouldn't allow you to even pretend that, given the circumstances of your situation.
Given what you've done and how you've done it.
Because I know that you didn't counterfeit the stamp just all by your hands and yourself. Like you used an object. And frankly, I found it surprising because I don't know why you needed those at a summer camp. It is 90 degrees and it's humid.
It's hot.
Okay, well, listen, I have a special pair of security earmuffs that I bring with me to everywhere that I go because when I put them on, I feel safe, and I just needed them for the counterfeiting. Okay.
And part of it is that you brought someone else into this, and not just anybody. One of our exchange campers. This
from Japan. She's from Japan. And she's not even human. She's adorable.
Well, listen, I thought that I would be able to talk to my parents and I could counterfeit this stamp. Well, you know, and that it would be okay with my earmuffs as long as I had Hello Kitty with me. I would be okay.
All right. For this next piece, we are going to do a series of scenes and what is going to happen in these scenes. So we are going to start with one person, then we'll have a 2-person scene, a 3-person scene, and a 4-person scene, and then a 5-person scene, and then all the way back down like the layers of an onion. So Wes is going to start us off on this one. And Wes, your suggestion for your 1-person scene to get you started is going to be energy drinks are yum. Energy drinks are yum. Whenever you're ready, Wes.
All right, time to start my Twitch stream. Let me just see what I got this time. All right, I got a monster. Oh yeah, my fans are gonna love that. Dang, I gotta get down at least 20 of these before I can get up to 20 more subs. Oh!
We gotta get out of here. Come on, man. What are you doing? They're chasing us. They got
I know.
chainsaws and everything.
I know. I'm trying to reason with them, okay? I'm trying to reason with the chainsaw
No, you can't read.
people.
They're serial killers. They got chainsaws. They've already killed Jeremy and Rebecca and Sasha, man.
David, I
They're
know.
everywhere.
I know that, David. I'm just trying to find the one piece of humanity that's left in them, okay? I'm just trying to help them.
Look, hey, there's a car out back. I think.
Good morning. Who wants breakfast sausages?
Me. Hello.
I do.
There you go. And there you go.
Mm.
That's a good catch.
I didn't even chew mine.
I just want to say you're the best boss we've ever had. You know, like working here at Staples. This is the best boss. Oh,
Nope.
You bring so many sausages every morning.
Well, I want a happy workforce. Sausages.
Well, there's good news and bad news, crew. We only have one rig left to repel. So we have 2. One for me, one for the 3 of you. So we got to get back up the canyon. And between the 3 of you, you're going to have to kind of decide who's most worthy. Kind of a Hunger Games situation, if you will.
I'm the oldest, so I should maybe stay behind.
You're closer to death. That would be
I've got
one against you. Next.
I've got the most money.
And if you die, I'll take your money. That's also a vote against you. Tall guy?
I can whistle.
Well, hey y'all, thanks for coming in to Chase Bank today. I have to say, y'all are the very first quad couple. That's not the right word I'm looking for. Listen, I just want to say
Quapo.
I love
Quapo.
quadful. Okay, all right. I'm learning new
No,
words
quapo.
all the time. I just want to
it's not.
say that I'm supportive of your lifestyle and your choices, and I just would love to get you started on your mortgage today.
Well, we just need a lot of money because we're going to build a compound.
So do you
It's not a coat compound.
You have a place in mind, or any place that you want to buy?
Texas for sure. Definitely Texas.
Near a body of water.
The whole state of Texas. I don't know how much that would cost.
How much would it cost to buy Texas?
I'm not sure the whole state of Texas is for sale.
Are you discriminating against us?
Oh no, sir. Let me just do this. I'm gonna have to speak to my supervisor to just check on the legality of buying the state of Texas, but I will be right back with you.
Well, I've been up and down now 3 times, folks. So you're gonna make a decision, and I'll release this rappel for you.
Hey, I have resigned myself to death, so take me out of this. I don't.
Okay, all right. I'll come back down in a few hours. All right.
Uh-oh, biscuit.
I've had enough sausages. I feel sick.
I could use.
No.
Yeah, I'm a little bit sick. I'm feeling like my stomach's achy. It's a lot of pork fat in my belly.
Yeah, I was like 15
sorry,
sausages.
I got some Pepto-Bismol in the break room. Let me be right back.
I gotta sell Adele.
Ah! They got my leg.
Okay, hold on.
I tried talking to him. I tried taking your advice. I tried going over there and saying, like, hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Leatherface. And he didn't say anything. He just shot off my leg.
Well, yeah, but didn't he say something while he shot off your leg? Oh, looks like I got 1 sub. That calls for another monster.
For our next piece, we're going to present for you, to you, at you, a scene from an Oscar-nominated film, not one that you recognize, not a Nomadland, but one we're going to make up here. Let me get a title for this Oscar-winning scene. Ghosts in there. Oh, here we go. Wait, let me put in. Oh, there's too many. I can't handle this. There's just too many good ones. Okay, this is the title of our Oscar-winning film is Paddle Boat Pursuit from our friend Doug. Paddle Boat Pursuit. And throughout the scene, I'm going to highlight and pause each improviser, and they're going to deliver their Oscar-winning moment. Very heartfelt, a very emotional scene. So let's begin with Paddle Boat Pursuit.
It's nice. It's nice to be out. It's nice that you took us out. Me and the boy.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. It's really nice. A nice day. It's a nice day out.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, wife and child. No problem.
And we're just gonna have a nice day, okay? We are gonna have a nice day at Tingley Beach, and we're not going to worry about any of your dad's work problems following us. We're just going to enjoy being a family. We're going to focus on what's important, which is our family.
Hey, Dad, is there something you're worried about? I see you keep looking back. I mean, you brought the oars and the binoculars.
Freeze! Wesley Swedenborg delivers his Oscar-winning moment.
I didn't want you two to find out like this. But there's a reason why I told you to bring bags of everything you love, everything that sparks joy in your life, and put it in the bag and put it in this paddle boat. We're being chased. Your dad made some bad decisions. Okay. I may have got involved with some wrong people, okay? I was trying to bring a better life for you two. I got involved with drug making. Okay. I make meth.
Wes's Oscar-winning moment.
It's okay, Dad. Hey, it's okay.
No, it is.
All right.
It's not okay. It's not okay that your father has gotten involved in the meth making business, honey. That's a warped lesson if that's what you think.
Hey, I still love you, Dad.
Thank you, son. Look, as long as I can paddle us down to Mexico, down the Rio Grande, we'll be fine.
We'll never make it.
Freeze! Heather Yo Cero delivers her Oscar-winning moment.
Don't you see? We're just 3 people in a little canoe, all of our stuff in bags. we're no match for somebody with a boat with a motor on it. I mean, God forbid somebody had a boat with 2 motors on it, or God forbid, I don't know who you're into, the cartel. They probably have boats with 3 motors on them. They probably have boats that have a motor on the back and a motor on the front so that they can reverse at any time. Probably I've heard stories about the cartel that they've got boats that actually go in the sky. They're planes. They're planes, and those have at least 3 motors on them. And you would put our whole entire family in danger. There could be a pontoon. There could be a fleet. I don't even know how many motors could be in a fleet of boats, and you would bring that on our family, on our pleasant outing? My God, Rick, I don't even know you anymore.
Heather's Oscar-winning moment.
Oh, God.
Mom and Dad, I'm scared.
Oh, baby.
Susan Weiler's Oscar-winning moment.
You patsies. You thought you were running away from somebody? Did you? Oh, did you think you were running away from somebody? Well, let me tell you this. You weren't running away from anybody, because that person you were running away from was right here. Oh, it's me, Ernesto, the drug lord.
Oh, my God.
I've been hunting you for the past 15 years. And 7 odd years ago, I disguised myself as your infant child, and you've been raising me, and I've been lying. Yeah, I've been lying in waiting for just this day when you would get into this paddle boat, and you would head towards Mexico. And just then, I would pull out my 2 pistols, and I would shoot you both, and I would get my revenge for you killing my brother, Reginald. And now I'll get my revenge, and you'll pay the price.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Holy.
Oscar worthy.
I missed the Oscars last weekend, but I
Oh,
bet
my
that one won a lot of them.
It did.
That one. Oh, wow.
That was quite a twist.
God.
Woo. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to have ourselves a little discussion, and we're going to use that discussion to inspire a series of scenes. And I'm going to get into the comments here, take a look and see. Oh, here's this one. How about Old Faithful made me think of family vacations. And so I'm interested to hear about your childhood family vacations.
I went to Old Faithful once. I was like 12 years old, and I'm afraid to say I was like a real dick. I remember for some reason, we were in Yellowstone. I still regret this. Like, it's beautiful, but for some reason I was just not having it that day. I don't know. Like, maybe I was like sick or I had too much sugar or something. But I just remember being in a real bad mood the entire time. And Old Faithful smells like farts. I'm just gonna say it smells like farts.
I think you shouldn't travel as a preteen / probably as a preteen, because it's just like an icky time to travel. You just feel weird and hormonal.
You're just a waste of money at that age.
Yeah, it's like, don't even try. Just
Well, all you want to be doing is like be watching Nickelodeon. Like, my parents tried to introduce us to like culture and nature, but all I wanted to do was be like watching Nickelodeon and pretending to be a princess.
Listen, this is a fear that I have about taking my own child someplace, because I a few years ago went to Washington D.C. for work, and I was there and I was like, oh, museums, like, oh my God, like Library of Congress, all this stuff that I wanted to go and see. And I was like, when can I bring my kid here? And then I was like, I don't know, maybe when he's 18. Like, who do children like going to Washington D.C.? Like, I loved going to museums and stuff, but I don't think that's every kid.
No, I think that's not most. I'll say that Steve and I went to a museum last weekend, and it was the Frida Kahlo exhibit at the Albuquerque Museum. It was very interesting, and I really like Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera, and it was a lot about the Mexican Revolution, which I did not know very much about. But I found it very annoying to be at the museum with social distancing because then you had to wait behind everybody who's a very slow reader. And they would just stand there reading for a really long time and you couldn't like get past them. So I think
what those audio tours are for. You know
That's
what I
how I
mean?
should do it.
The thing here is that I need to be honest
good,
with
Bruce.
all of you. I become spineless when I'm at places like art galleries or anything where somebody knows a lot, like a wine tasting. I become that person who's like, I really pretend like I know or I'm in. So I'll say things like, oh, that's got some oaky undertones. That's got some real. And I don't drink alcohol. Why would I say this stuff to people?
I want to imagine that like whatever the situation was, like whether it's paintings or alcohol, Azim is always on the lookout for oaky undertones.
I'm talking to podiatrists and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I saw a pretty bad bunion the other day. I'm like, why? I've got my own thing. Why am I trying so hard?
Why are you the catch me if you can guy right now?
So
I mean, that makes it sound cool.
Azim's oaky undertones brings up this particular comment in my mind. Triple Crown. I think the Kentucky Derby was today. I didn't watch it, but when I was at the gym, I saw that they were getting ready for it. So a question for you all. Any sporting events or other horse riding type events that you've been to or you've enjoyed?
I went to a monster truck rally.
Ooh,
That's like the closest.
That's basically a horse.
That is so.
that's the horse for the Industrial Revolution.
I think
real fun.
Superman, Christopher Reeves. I think he kind of got me away from horse riding. I mean, you take the Man of Steel and then you cut him down. No.
Horses are scary. Horses are scary.
Yeah, I remember riding a horse. It was a horse when I was a kid, and I was like, "Whoa! It's like really bumpy. You got to like hold on and stuff."
You were holding on, Wes? You didn't have the reins? You were just.
Wes was lifting both hands up.
Wes was surfing on this horse. Yeah, that's
I
unfortunate.
wanted to bring this up. Doug in the chat has suggested that Space Jam is a great film. And I'm interested in your guys' thoughts on that. But I'm going to take the first one on this and tell you that I disagree. And it's because I have a very particular sensibility, which is that I do not like to see cartoons interact with non-cartoons. It's very upsetting to me. I don't like it at all. Like Who Framed Roger Rabbit in the same way. Deeply upsetting.
That Paula Abdul video?
Hated it.
Yeah, that's suspension of disbelief can only go so far. I agree with you on that.
Are you guys going to see the new Space Jam when it comes out?
Oh, they're making another one?
Starring LeBron James.
Yeah, Wes, that's how I felt too. They're making another one?
I don't, nobody was clamoring. You know what I mean? I don't think there was anyone going, you know what we need? A new Space Jam. Except for Disney, or not, it's not Disney, I guess, because it's all the Looney Tunes characters. But like, yeah, we did not need that. I'm going to go ahead and call it inessential. I don't know if we needed the first Space Jam, you guys. Did we?
Look, as somebody who was like 9 years old when that movie came out, like we definitely needed the first Space Jam. I cannot speak to the quality of that movie now, nor do I don't want to see it again because it's probably going to take away the joy that I had as a 9-year-old. And like I'll keep that joy back when I was 9.
Hey man,
but
I got 2
9-year-olds
for you.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. I believe I can fly. I'm going to do this.
I believe you can fly too. If you believe in yourself and I believe in you, you just jump. You just jump in the mattress. If you can't fly, we'll catch you.
Okay, listen, Luigi.
Yes.
If anything happens to me, I want you to take my shoes and bring them to my mom, okay? Because they're brand new and she could probably get some money for them.
Sophia, I will take your shoes. Do you want me to hold on to your shoes at this moment or get them off of your dead body?
No, I want to wear them now. You'll have to take them off my body because, because also I can fly. All right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I believe you can fly.
Okay. All right.
Sophia?
Luigi!
Sophia, you didn't fly.
Come get my shoes!
The brush strokes are really quite impressive here. You can actually sort of see that there's a texture on the canvas from the brush strokes.
Mm-hmm. It's like it has some oak, some sort of oaky undertones.
It's funny that you say that because actually, Renoir, his studio was just in front of a grove of oak trees, and there's a rumor, and this has never been proved, but there's a rumor that he actually cut his own paintbrushes out of the oak trees. So that was pretty impressive to pick up on that.
Hey, Macy, I have to be honest. I made that up. Okay, I don't know anything about paintings. I don't know anything about wine. I just say everything has oaky undertones. I'm sorry. I was trying to impress you and stuff. I'm just
We've been dating for 6.5 years.
Yeah, I thought you would catch on eventually. I've been saying
we go to a wine tasting every week.
Yeah, I know. I felt like I was living a lie.
I just thought you were really keyed into what the many uses of oak.
I convinced myself that I was into the many uses of oak, but I was at a Subway the other day and I was getting a BLT and I said this has oaky undertones and the guy said what? And I was like, you're right. I'm lying to myself. This tastes like bacon. And then I had to come out with it,
So you've just pretended this whole time because you loved me?
Yeah. I just wanted. I thought you were so sophisticated, and I thought you were so smart.
That makes me feel like so pretentious. That you thought 6.5 years into our relationship, you had to make stuff up about a painting. Like I could have been hearing your thoughts,
Yeah, I think it's really red and orange and stuff. I like red and orange.
Hey, come here. Hey, like you, did you see like the guy that Sarah brought with her to the bar tonight? You saw that guy?
Yeah.
He's a cartoon rabbit. Am I wrong? Am I crazy, or is that a cartoon rabbit that she brought to the bar?
No, you're not. It makes me super uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's making me really. I mean, he's like 2D. I feel like behind him, he doesn't have a behind. It's just he's 1 dimension or 2-dimensional. It's really.
Yeah,
I'm kind of freaked out.
I know exactly what you're saying. He's so good looking, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. How he's got a lot more muscle mass than both of us, and that's it's bad.
Yeah, it's cartoonish how much muscle mass. I mean, you can't have if you're a cartoon, you can put on as much muscle as your illustrator wants to put on you. And for us, we go to the gym every single day.
Oh, sorry guys.
Here he is.
Just scooting in here to get beers. Hey, thanks so much for having me out tonight, guys. This is fun.
Thank you.
See you back at the table, okay?
Yeah. What was your name? Oh, sorry. What was your name again? I didn't catch. Was that?
Yeah. What was your name?
Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck.
Chuckles. Chuck.
Chuck.
Right. Well, it was nice.
I think it's just Chuck. I think it's just
Chuckles, though. Oh, I see Sarah waving. Have fun, guys. I see you in a
second. Oh,
what?
Hey. Okay, he might come right back, so let's make it quick if we're going to talk crap about him.
I feel like he can just edit himself in and out wherever he wants to. Like, I didn't even see him come over. It feels like he just sort of appeared Like the rules of the universe don't apply.
So what bothered me the most was that he actually was partially transposed on you. So when I was looking at him, it was your face kind of moving, your lips were moving, but then it was his body. He does look really good, but it was a little bit disconcerting for sure.
It's grotesque.
What the hell did you say to Chuckles?
Hey, Sarah.
You mean Chuck?
Chuck?
He's over there crying, and giant tears are flowing out of his face.
They're too big. They're too big.
All right, kids, you gotta shut up. The Grand Canyon's coming up.
Yes, Father.
Okay. What?
Hey. I'm hungry.
I'm tired.
Something smells.
Kids, I need you to be quiet. We got a long way to go.
You said it was coming up. You said it was coming up right now.
You did.
I
You
didn't
did
say
say
right now. That's a lie. I didn't say right now. It says coming up, and by that I meant about an hour's drive left, kids.
We must
That's true.
treat
That's true,
Father.
Penelope. He didn't say right now.
Wham! Dirty diaper.
Stop touching me. She's touching me, and I just want my own space.
Hey, can one of you change the dirty diaper in there?
No
Little
toast.
Oaky
No toast.
Has done a number.
No, I did the last one. It's not fair.
I will change the dirty diaper. Anything for Father.
Wham!
Thank you, Petrie.
Can I have a backseat conversation with not Petrie and the baby and not Dad? Could I just get the non-Petrie, non-baby dad parts of this conversation? Hey, have you noticed that Petrie is like sucking up to Dad like crazy?
Yeah.
This is Endgame. I can't
I
figure
don't
it
know
out.
what's going on.
He's calling Dad by his formal name, Father.
Dad loves it when people are really formal and fancy like that.
Why is he doing that? What is his game?
We got to get in there. We got to stop it. Whatever's happening,
Yeah, we
we
gotta
have to
figure it out.
stop it.
We got it.
All right, yeah. What are we whispering about back there, kids?
Nothing.
Nothing, Father. We're just trying to figure out what presents to get you for Father's Day.
Well, that's very kind, Rabik.
I don't want to get you a present because I'm 8 and I shouldn't have to spend money on my dad. Petrie, what do you think about that?
I don't know what you guys are up to, but I'm trying to get a Nintendo Switch. Okay, I've been milking this for over 6 months. All right, so I don't need
What
you.
about it, Petrie?
I don't need you guys messing up my game.
Petrie, are you going to share? Are you going to share that
Are you
Switch?
going to share it?
No, I'm the oldest. I deserve a Nintendo Switch, or
Petrie,
whatever.
that is fucked. That is fucked, Petrie.
Did I hear a bad word out there?
No,
Yeah,
it's just the baby was farting.
Oakley,
The
are
baby
you
was
farting? Come on, baby.
Petrie was saying bad words. Petrie was saying the F word.
Petrie was
What?
trying to get the rest of us to say the F word in relation to other people too. We wanted us to say it at them.
Petrie, is there truth in these statements?
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
Father.
Raise your hand if you heard Petrie say the F word to a person.
I need a kid. I need a
Petrie.
kid meeting. I need a kid meeting. I need a kid meeting. Okay, everybody come in the back. Hey guys, did anybody notice that Dad isn't looking like, he doesn't look human. He looks like some sort of like a 2-dimensional like cartoon figure. Like he's kind of freaking me out how cartoonish he is.
Kids, what's going on at the What's going on back there, children?
Oh my God, Llewellyn, you were right. Where's our father?
What did you do with our dad?
Oakley, you can let it down. They know we're animated.
Oh, that's it for us. Oh, it's you, Zazim. You go for it.
It's me! Thank you so much. You do not know how excited I am to be back playing with this lovely group of fellows, but I want you all in the audience to do something for me. Can you show Bruce Wong in the virtual booth in the sky, somewhere up in the clouds? Show him a little love. Tell him how much you love him. And I also want you to do me a second favor. Go to theboxabq.com. Check out the workshop. Check out the future classes. You'll see them. And if you can, go ahead and consider making a tax-deductible donation to the box, theboxabq.com. And give it up again. Virtual claps for the great improvisers right here. We will see you next Saturday. Thank you.
All right.
I was trying to come in as this character.